First probably that, so I don't know if they were acting a movie or whatsoever, but if this video is real, so sorry for that guy. And later, that guy will say, oh, I love him, I love him, I love him, he's so cute. Not knowing that his money is cute, not him. Well, of course, you already know again, it's your boy, Adamslink. Welcome to another crazy video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. I hope you guys are doing okay. So, of course, we saw the title of this video. Most definitely, we're going to check that out later. But I want to share you this video, guys.
That's why they engaged. Baby, you know even need down. You know say will you marry me? Nothing. Baby, you know say will you marry me?
You will marry me.
I'll marry you not before.
And they put you my face.
Why they run?
I beg, see, marry you or marry you. Honestly, I know it depends on the kind of girlfriend you have. You know, if she's this type that like this, this ajebo, this kind of stuff, then you know how to approach her whenever you want to get engaged to her. Or if you're in a relationship where you guys are so free with yourself, you know, it depends on the kind of girlfriend you have and what she likes. For me, I think this kind of engagement, this kind of marriage will even last way longer than those fancy ones. Honestly, fancy engagement. You know, just engage your girlfriend quietly, give her a ring. You must not be elaborate, bring or in a shopping mall or in the market. We have seen so many guys doing, and at the end of the day they end up being embarrassed by the girl. No, Mona, calm down. Do it very easy. Make life easy for you. Make life easy for you. Engage well. Well, talking about engagement, I think Davido and Chioma may have finally fixed the date, or Davido just announced a year based on the vibe. You know, Pastor Toby decided to visit Davido in London and gave Chioma a bag, allegedly worth 90,000 US dollar. I think about 70 to 90 million naira. I do not know. Yes, 70 million naira bag, 90,000 US dollar, guys. He decided to gift it to Chioma. 19,000 US dollars bag, oh, just like that. Oh, decided to give it to Chioma. Well, because of the vibe and all the rest, I do not know that's the reason why Davido was so hyped and he said 2023. Because Toby said our wife, Davido was so hyped and he said 2023. 2023. I do not know if it's February 23, no specific date. But let's be honest, this is not the first time, second time, third time, fourth time Davido is hyped about giving a date on their wedding. This is not the first time even his friends are prophesizing their wedding. So when is it going to actually happen? So the way that I know, like if you I'm not saying this a fact, oh, this is not a fact, but if you check the relationship story of Davido, Chioma and his baby mama, if you analyze it the way that, if I want to analyze it, I would say Davido has relationship with all his baby mama and all his baby mamas, including Chioma, and I think Chioma wasn't really cool with that. If you check the relationship Davido has with Sophia and Amanda, it's not just a relationship. They are extremely, really close. And I bet you, any wife, any real babe will be very insecure. That's just the basic fact. If you are a girlfriend to a well-known person that is so close, if I mean close to the point that you can see them hugging and all the rest, close to his baby mama, I bet you as the real girlfriend there will be very insecure. I think that's one of the issue Chioma has with Davido, and I think maybe that's one of the issue they ironed out, and that is why they are back together. And don't forget, even Sophia Mamadou has unfollowed Davido. Why has Sophia Mamadou unfollowed Davido? As soon as Chioma came into the picture, Whenever you see David Chioma in the picture, you will find out that you will discover that Davido do no longer really hang out with Sophia, with Amanda anymore. You know, and doesn't really post about them. If you notice, but whenever Chioma and Davido are not together or having issues, you will see Davido hanging out with Sophia and posting them. Even Sophia can even drive Davido's car. You know, all those kind of things go make every babe vex now. No matter how, you can take care of your child, but you do not have to have relationship with all those baby mama. I think Davido should even start moving away from his baby mama. Allow them to continue their life. Allow them to have a relationship and get married, because Davido is too cool for a girl to want to leave or to want to say, "Oh, I don't want Davido anymore." Davido is playful, he's caring, he understands, he gives. So which guy go fit compete with that? Which guy go fit compete with that? Even Chioma try am now with that Dubai-based guy now, but e no work because that guy cannot be Davido. Davido is a vibe, so it will be hard for any of his baby mama to move on. But if truly 2023 is the main date for Chioma and Davido, good for them. You know, the introduction is already done, so I think it's just to collect list and pay for the things. The engagement is already done, so it's just the tradition and the white wedding. That's all. That's all, guys. But that bag, Pastor Toby bought for Chioma, I do not understand though. Is it that all those expensive bags, do they have second-hand value? Please, I want to know. Those expensive bags, do they have second-hand value? Someone will buy a bag of close to 500 million naira if converted. So does it have second-hand value? Does it have second-hand value, guys? Because I think for anything to be expensive, it should be limited. If you want any bag or any product to be expensive, don't make too many. Just make about 50 and say, okay, this is the price tag. Only 50% in the world can own those bags. You know, and is there any special feature in it? I don't know. Is there a special feature in it? And do they have second-hand value? Because as a businessman, I have to check for second-hand value before getting involved in buying all those expensive bags, honestly. Well, let's move forward, guys. Big up to Pastor Toby. We're still going to talk about Don Jazzy mother's burial. But then let's talk about Pretty Mike of Lagos. Well, they still relate. Pretty Mike of Lagos. Well, okay, let me start with Don Jazzy. Don Jazzy recently hosted a burial for a party for his mom. And then we saw all the amazing record, Ayra Starr, Davido and the other guys were there. You know, they supported their boss. And also we saw Tiwa Savage was there as well. And we saw all Don Jazzy. No, Don Jazzy is like the happy guy in Nigeria entertainment industry. It's like a boss, so everyone really appreciate him, love him, he's caring, and he laughs with everybody. Like, so all artists were actually there. Obi Cubana was there, and so many other dignitaries and well-known, respectable people were there as well. But one thing we didn't see is this. Of course, they spray money on a lot of money, and you know, it wasn't as much as Obi Cubana's mom burial, you know. But people were there and they spread money, and it was all enjoyment, you know, just trying to celebrate his mom's life and, you know, journey to the land of the dead, you know, to heaven, if that's okay. Well, one of all those highlights at that event, of course, we're not going to, we're not going to just close our eyes to it, is Pretty Mike of Lagos. Whenever you are inviting Pretty Mike of Lagos to your ceremony, you should be ready to expect anything unusual. It is kind of like disrespectful This guy, instead of sewing a man's attire, this guy decided to sew a woman's dress. Wore a woman's dress to Don Jazzy mother's burial, and the God. Just take a look at these pictures, guys. Take a look at this picture of the costume those girls were wearing. Of course, you on your own can easily interpret that costume. I don't even need to interpret it. Why will Don Jazzy allow Pretty Mike of Lagos to disrespect the memory of his mom? Because most definitely, people will start talking about Pretty Mike of Lagos, what he wore at Don Jazzy's mother's burial. Why? I think if you are hosting somewhere like a respected event, you shouldn't be inviting somebody like Pretty Mike of Lagos because you don't know what else is going to do. How can you wear this kind of costume to Don Jazzy's mom's burial? Like, what were you trying to preach? What kind of message are you trying to point out there? Like, what? I still try as much as possible to understand it, guys. What kind of message was he trying to preach? What? Huh? Can anyone just make me understand it? Huh? For me, I feel it's really disrespectful, guys. For me, I feel it's really, really disrespectful, honestly. What kind of message? What kind of message? Well, it's Don Jazzy that allowed it though, but for me, I feel it's disrespectful. So there's this social experiment this guy did, a content creator, and I honestly want us to really, really take a look at it very, very well. Of course, you can see the guy, he handed off a placard, they say free money. He posted a 500 naira, you saw people coming there to collect. No one, I bet no one, they might have said thank you, but no hug. Then he posted another flyer, he said, I am in need of 20K urgently to complete my school fees payment. And he put smile, a crying emoji. 20K urgently. Everyone was just passing by. No one gave money except one guy who decided to just give the guy a little change. But the honest truth is that majority of people came to collect 500 naira. That's to tell you that, see, people just want to take from you. Majority of people in this life, people just want to take from you more than they want to give to you. You know, everybody want to take. But whenever you are in trouble, you find out that you don't even have much friends. It's disheartening, it's disappointing. But just try to be broke one day. I, for once, have told God, please, if ever you want to try me, you want to try how faithful I am to you, please do not use friends, get friends to try me, to tempt me, please, because I know they won't be there for me. If I am broke today, I don't have a dime. None of my person who call me his guy will be there. I know about one and two. I know about two guys that will honestly be there. Only two. Only two people that will be there for me when I actually need help. The rest, they call me their guy for nothing. For their lips. They are not my guys. Honestly. It's this is just like a social experiment, so I think you guys can learn one or two lessons from it. Then we have this issue to discuss concerning one particular married couple. According to one lady, her name is Miriam, she said, Kule went somewhere. This man with 2 kids rented a 2-bedroom apartment. He stayed in one room alone. His wife and 2 kids stayed in one. This man rented a 2-bedroom apartment. He stayed in one room only himself and put his wife and 2 kids in one. So there were this story. There were this online debate about it, and people were discriminating the man, insulting the man. Why will you be renting 2-bedroom apartment and you taking one and allowing your wife and children to stay in one? Well, this lady, Mariam, had this to say. According to her, she said, "A man needs his peace so he can think. I live closely to a man's life, so I understand. I know I can't think clearly with anyone in my room. I only allow my son to my room once in a while and for a few minutes at a time. If he knocks twice, I don't respond. He knows to turn back. He's aware mom is always working. Generally, women and their kids can disturb for Africa. If you are a man, you need quietness so you can think better and clearer. If I were lucky to be a man, now to send my wife and kids to another country or state. My own now to make sure they have all the money they need. Make my head cool. When I have time, I will go and see them. I am not advising any man to do this. I am not stating that it will do. I am not stating what I will do if I were fortunate to be a male." Well, of course, the woman supported what that man did, and she even said it's even better to even send your wife and your children abroad. Meanwhile, you remain in another country just to also and send money to them, and once in a while you visit them. But the honest truth is that our parents did that. Our parents had their own rooms. But now women do not allow. I don't think there's any woman that will allow now to allow his wife to her husband to have just one room to himself. Except if he's a Muslim man who the wife knows they're going to marry many wives. Except that. But for me, like what I did in my own place, I have my own studio. And my own studio is my quiet time. I can come there to relax, chill, no disturb. But my room is for me and whoever woman that I want to marry. That room is for me and her. And honestly, I don't intend marrying more than one wife. That's just the honest truth in my heart. I don't intend to. But if I intend marrying more than one wife, then I have a way to go about it. So let me know exactly how you feel about that statement. Do you think that guy did the right thing? Well, thank you guys for watching the boy Adamslink. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.